More than 2 years since the start of the pandemic, new evidence that COVID-19 is not yet in America's rearview mirror as it spreads amongst Washington's political elite. Several high-profile attendees of last weekend's marquee white-tie gridiron dinner held at the Renaissance Hotel have come down with the virus. Most recently, Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack. He joins Attorney General Merrick Garland and several members of Congress who've tested positive, as well as Vice President Kamala Harris's communications director, who a day before his positive result shook hands with former President Barack Obama at the White House. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, who's second in line to the presidency, is another to have tested positive, a day after standing unmasked next to Joe Biden. She remains asymptomatic. The White House, though, is undeterred, with President Biden hosting newly confirmed Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson on the South Lawn on Friday, in front of several hundred people. Scenes like this have raised fears that the president is putting himself at risk.
Like anyone else, the president may at some point test positive for COVID. And while we have seen an increase in recent, I would just note, while we have seen an increase in cases around people, I should just say that some of us may know. I would also note that cases remain down 95% since the height of Omicron. That is fact, that is data, even as we've seen cases of people we know.
Joe Biden has taken a series of precautions, receiving a second booster shot and requiring anyone with whom he'll meet to be tested beforehand. Even if he did catch COVID-19, his medical advisors believe he'd avoid serious symptoms.
He could get infected, but we're hoping that if that happens, that the amount of protection he has from his vaccination and double boost, that he would get a mild illness, if anything.
In that scenario, the White House maintains that Joe Biden would be able to continue carrying out his duties, albeit while self-isolating. Yet despite these reassurances, the president is 79 years old. When dealing with a disease that disproportionately affects the elderly and most vulnerable, the administration can ill afford to be complacent. Benji Haya, CGTN, Washington.